Hi, friends. In this series of money I talk about in my channel, the one aspect about our life is to talk about income and job and salaries and things which is coming up and what do we do with it. There's another, what do you say, another zone, no? But then it's a main area whereas which tells about how our mindset is set for any matter, how our mindset is set. And we all know, which I've spoken in my earlier videos, our mindset is set from our childhood age, whom we spend our time, then the surroundings and what we learn and what has happened. So, over the past decades of things, evolution of human beings, we all are in a protective environment. Protective in the sense is to live in jungles. Then we need to get protected from the wild animals and things. So our thought process is negative and first to protect ourselves. So those thoughts are there. You can very well check my earlier videos. I spoke about it. So, and then I spoke about what do we do with the thought, how to improve. So one of the earlier videos I spoke about how do we overcome our negative thoughts. But have you thought about it? Why does one get a negative thought? How does it happen? So one is our past experiences, traumatic or unpleasant experiences in the past can influence one's thought and emotions in the present. Yeah, I mean, we tend to carry that baggages. I mean, happy moments and will be like we have to just scratch our head, but then sad moments suddenly we'll try to remember. We need to change that. That's a mindful exercises you have to do. What are the other things? Cognitive biases. Certain cognitive biases, such as negative thinking pattern, can lead to an exaggerated focus on negative and underestimation of positive. So, what do we normally think? I mean, we all have to. As I said, we were evolved from that old age where we were protective and we used to like we were scared about negative any new things. So we need to evolve from that and find out, is this the basis? What is the basis of our thoughts? We need to analyze. We need to find out what are we thinking, rather than just taking a decision. Just before taking any decisions, if this is not my thought process, what is it based on? Facts or figures, or what is it? Emotional distress. Yeah. So stress, anxiety, and depression can cause one to ruminate on the negative thoughts and feelings. So, emotional distresses, brain chemistry. I mean, this is after this. In fact, I was like, was wondering of film banane ke liye they make anything, they make any thing or film. Then I realized for making films, also they research, in laws and things. So one of them is this Munna Bhai, Munna Bhai's thing where he says that a chemical locha, there's a chemical thing which is happening in his brain, and that's what the doctor said he's having some chemical imbalance. That's what he's just blubbering and doing anything. But that's true. I mean, it says imbalance of brain chemicals like serotonin and dopamine can affect mood and increase the likelihood of negative thoughts. I'll make another video about the serotonin and dopamine, which is the main thing it seems for everything. I mean, fun or excitement or what we think and what we do, it seems. So chemistry is there. And the last point, which I feel is one of the major causes as of now, is social and cultural factors. Exposure to negative media and societal attitudes can contribute to negative thoughts. So what do we watch? What do we see? What do we read? So that affects a lot. So many of the super rich or famous people, personalities I've seen, they say they don't watch any news, whatever is going around, but then they take it from a right source and try to find out some things and read and get involved into positive thinking books. Then what do you say, meditation, so that they have this positive thoughts. So we all have to work in that direction. So our thought process, what happens is what we think about regularly, and that affects our subconscious mind, and that is how we tend to react for anything, or we tend to behave or automatically and things like that. Consciously, very little, but then subconsciously those things happen and then we react for anything. So, how do we control mindfulness? Then, what are we reading? What are we seeing? What are we experiencing? Things, surroundings, friends, topics. I mean, if there is any positive or negative thoughts or topics about anybody, what do we react on? What do we speak about? This all affects the way we ourselves are feeding ourselves. So it's important to remember that everyone experiences negative thoughts from time to time, and it's possible to overcome them. It is possible to overcome them, the right strategies and support. So lots of things, supporting people around, you can have a community and work around. But then please remember, the universe, the God, whichever you believe in, have made everybody and made with a purpose. Find out the purpose. And you are the only one who can help. I remember this famous dialogue from Jab We Met where Kareena Kapoor says, मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. Everybody has to think that way. I am the best, and I'm the best where the universe has created me, and I have to find out what I can do. First, help ourselves, then the surroundings. All the best.